All right, what's up, guys? So I'm a video creator. I've made more than a dozen viral videos, and if you've seen my main channel, it's called Daffer, or just Dustin O Daffer. You can probably find it. Mostly these like animated Wojak videos that I can make like 5 minutes in a month, and that's would probably cost you like $50,000 if you went to like a professional studio. I'm a master at video creation, so I'm able to kind of do it all from here. And we're going to talk a little bit about, the main channel, which has been abandoned. I haven't really posted anything in a long time. So I'm just going to try to make some more viral videos and try to like rebuild myself financially. About 2 years ago, I went bankrupt, and we're going to try to recover. I've been trying to recover for some time, and I don't really like the momentum. I don't like the progress that I'm making. It's just not working, so we're going to try some new stuff. Also, take a look at where I am right now. So I am in the middle of nowhere, kind of near Micron, in Boise, Idaho. And yeah, there's a huge burn on my lip if you're wondering what that is. Anyways, let's talk about the strategy. So if you want to make a viral video, you have to be able to tap into the conversation that's already happening in people's minds. So I've done this multiple times with my previous YouTube channel, my main channel, and we're going to try to get back to some of those things. And I really want to be able to take that viral success that I know how to produce and then turn that into a scalable company that makes over $100,000 a week. That's the goal, because there's kind of this thing that happens when you don't have a lot of money where you're like, I want to be rich. And it's like, well, maybe focus on just like making a sustainable income. My primary goal right now is just to be able to quit these jobs that I have to work in Boise. I have to spend a couple days in Boise working, and I don't like it. I don't like dealing with these, there's a lot of libtards. There's people who are not as competent as they should be, who are in charge of what I have to do, and it's just frustrating. And it's not my purpose. My purpose is to help the world by making, films and animations. So we're going to talk a bit about that. I have reinvented the video production pipeline, and my thinking here is that if I could offer a new video, every day to a client who wants to pay several $1,000s, then we have a chance at making 100,000 plus a week or having like a large scalable operation. That's very hard because animation is expensive. I was looking into the pricing for an animated film, and you're looking at like $200,000 just for a 20-minute anime film. But with AI changing things, we are on the precipice of a creative revolution that's going to allow us to make these animations by really just having like better understanding of like temporal space. That's like neural network stuff that I'm not going to talk about at length on this, but we don't have that yet. It doesn't exist yet. There's a lot of people like working on it, and it's coming very soon. But we have some tools that we can use right now that are very, very powerful. So I've gone and basically reinvented my entire pipeline. I now have like very detailed project management, because the goal is to be able to have projects that are all running in parallel, where I don't have to be this single person animating every single thing. And I'm going to do this by building out via like mTurks or some kind of scalable online work system where I can publish via JSON all the tasks. And then people on the other side of the world can do those while I sleep. And this is going to allow me to break free. And I'm going to teach you basically how I'm doing this on my journey. So we're starting at the bottom, and I'm not going to pull punches or really hide what I'm doing or how I live, because it's critical that the story is told of going through this process. And I'll be totally honest, I have not felt very strongly about making this content, given that living this lifestyle that I live, which is very rugged and like it's non-conventional. I've always been kind of worried about like people judging me or thinking that I'm a lunatic, which there is a little bit of that like artistic crazy that drives some of my work. But worrying about people judging you online, like you're trying to contrive something and like, that's not relatable. This is relatable. So anyways, life is far from ideal, and we're entering a new bull run. There is tons of money to be made in crypto. There's tons of money to be made in other places as well. So I'm just going to cover that. And of course, my long-term goal is to have like a big RV and to start a family, to be able to live a more fun lifestyle, to have more fun people in my life and that kind of thing. There should be a dirt bike back here, and there's not. So if I wanted to go up to that hill over there, I have to walk. So I want a dirt bike, I want a big RV, and I want to be making a lot of money so that like money is just feels unlimited, or feels as though all of my basic day-to-day stuff is paid for and taken care of. And if you're somebody who's working with me on videos and you're watching this, the goal is also to help you be able to make content more often. So how are we going to do this? This is a lot. This is a tall order. I think I mentioned that I've reinvented these pipelines about 2 years ago, after I pretty much, shortly before I lost my entire net worth. I had just learned some basic code stuff. It's been about, I think, 3 years since I started learning to code, and I'm pretty strong now on all of that. And of course, AI, as soon as it came along, made everything so much easier. So I have the skills, right? I'm no longer just like a guy who uses Photoshop and Premiere to make films. I also can code, and I can go back and forth between coding and artistic work both very easily. They're both second nature to me. So we got a long road ahead of us, and this is just kind of the first video in this journey. And I'm hoping that you'll stick around and kind of like see where this goes, and I can help you understand more about like how to go viral, how to make stuff that's interesting to people. And yeah, so the first test was going to be this video. We're going to see if it will actually perform well, because this is the first video I've made in a long time that's like geared toward going viral on the first try. We did have some channels, like people I helped, who I helped them publish their first video and it got over 100,000 views. So I know it's possible on a brand new channel to get a viral video, and that's the goal here. I just haven't done it in a long time. So I'm like, am I going to be able to pull this off? And then when I do, how much is it going to be worth to my clients? So let's go. Let's do it.